Good morning students, welcome back to our tutorial class. Today we shall talk about the last tool from our chapter, which is eraser tool, and then after this I will just show you a brief animation, a small animation how we can use in Flash CS4. See, today we'll talk about eraser tool. See, eraser tool is a tool that is used to delete or remove any objects that are drawn on a stage. Any objects that are drawn on a stage can be removed or deleted by a particular tool called eraser tool. Let's suppose I'm drawing a particular object using a brush tool. I have drawn a particular object, let's say simply one particular object, or let's say one this type of objects or whatever objects may be. Now the main purpose of eraser tool is either to delete the complete drawing part, or it can also be done partially. You can also go for removing the entire thing, deleting the entire thing, or you can also go for a partial deletion of that particular object. This is the working principle of this particular tool called eraser tool. Again, I'm showing you, I have drawn something. Let's say I'm drawing a square. This is a square. Okay, if I want to remove this particular object, I will simply click on the eraser tool and I can erase them completely or a partial. See, completely or a partial I have done. So eraser tool is used to either partially or completely delete the objects. Partial also can be done, completely also can be done. This is all about your eraser tool, the last topic. So now today I'll just show you one small animation. Let's say I want to draw a stickman, animating how the stickman from its head forming a hands and then legs, and then I will just show you by playing this particular stickman. So before that, let us erase the entire thing. I have erased the entire thing. Now how can you draw is that, see, we were talking about these frames. See, here are so many frames, and our movie runs in a particular standard called 24 frames per second. We have so many frames. That means in a particular second 24 frames, different frames will run and make a movie. It will run and make a movie. So by default it is 24, but if you lower that, it will be a bit slower because the movement of the frames will be much slower. So each frame will consist some small drawings, or maybe small some kind of objects, small objects. One frame may represent one object, another frame may represent another object, another frame may represent another objects. So in this way each and every frame will have a small objects maybe, or some kind of drawings. So in a second 24 frames can be run. More than that also it can be done, less than that also it can be done, but the standard is 24 frames per second. So we will do it. Let's say the first frame I have clicked there on the frame, the first frame, and then let's say what I have done is I have taken a brush tool and I have drawn a particular stickman's head. Let's say I have drawn this particular head. Okay, I am drawn this head. Now what I will do is I will go to next frame, click on the next frame first, and then right click on the frame and go to insert keyframe. That means I'm going to insert another frame. If I click on the insert keyframe, my timeline, the timeline head which we were talking about, head, it moves to the next layer, because it is a not layer, actually next frame. It moves to a next frame. The first frame I have drawn this. In the second frame I will draw another small objects. So in the second frame what I will do is, now I will select the entire thing. I will click on the selection tool and then I will select this particular thing and make a small movement. After that what I will do, there in the second frame I have a head, and let me draw one more thing with the brush. Let me say I have a body part. Now this is my body. So again we will do the same thing, same drawings in the next frame. So click on the next frame, right click on it and insert a keyframe. Now in that particular frame, what I'm going to do is, again I will use the selection tool and select the entire tool and then make a small movement there, and then again I will use a brush tool and make some drawings. Again, let's say this is my hand, let's say this is my hand. Now again I will go on to a next frame, click on that particular frame and then right click and click on insert keyframe. Now this time again I will use the selection tool, I will select the entire thing and then make a small movement, where after that I will draw his legs. This is what my stick man is all about. Now if I want to play this, it will be in a 24 frames per second. That means I can add 24 different objects per second, it will be moving. So here I have only 1 2 3 4 frames. So to run this, I'll go to control, and if I click on play, so this is how it is getting played. Control, this is how it is getting played. But now if I decrease the frame rate to something, let's say smaller than that, and if I go to control and click on play, see this is how it is moving. Slowly it is moving. Play, see, one by one, step by step. That means each and every frame consists of some small objects, and those objects togetherly forming some kind of movements, some kind of animations. So this type of animations can also be created. You can try it out using different objects. You can make different types of drawings and then try inserting keyframes and draw these particular objects. So try at home. If possible, I will show you some more animations in the coming classes, but with this we are coming an end to this particular chapter. So we'll see in the coming classes. That's all for today's class. Thank you.